Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich here with your outlook for January 18th, 2016. And boy, did things get interesting over the weekend. If you weren't around to see our updates this weekend, we had quite a impressive model showing this weekend for the late week storm here. We're going to get into that in this video here, but we went from a couple days of people ready to cancel winter and jump off a bridge for if you're a snow lover to now looking in pretty good shape here if things hold. But we do have that system that did clip South Jersey, Delaware yesterday, even parts of southeastern PA. We got into some accumulating snow here, anything from a coating up to an inch or two. Maybe some of these areas I actually saw here in northern Atlantic County actually got 2.5 to 3 inches of snow. So was a surprise to many people, wasn't a surprise to us. We did update that in the forum, and we did send the alerts for those that were necessary out here, but just enough to clip it. This is the MLK storm we were talking about. There was a miss for most, but we had to watch these southeastern areas, and that was the case. Here's our departing system now moving off to the northeast. Still some residual energy hanging behind it up here in New England. But here's the high pressure that's moving in. Very strong high pressure. Because the high pressure is moving in very slowly, we're going to have the winds coming out of the northwest. Much colder the next couple days here, but we also have much windier conditions that are going to be around the next couple days. Again, the pressure gradient created between this high pressure coming in and a bombing low pressure offshore. And you can see how close how tight the isobars are over Pennsylvania. This is going to be like this, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware. It's going to be very windy. Wind gusts 30-35 miles per hour today is going to make those temperatures that are going to be stuck about 10 degrees below normal across most areas, so they're going to be in the 20s, and those wind chills will make it feel like it's in the teens, sometimes single digits today. And then tonight, when we get down to the teens across the area here, those winds will not let up, so we're looking at wind chills that are down to 0 or maybe even below 0 in some cases with those higher gusts. Now again, this is going to keep going here. As far as the winds, you can see the isobars really aren't moving. I'm going into Monday night now, and going into Tuesday, same deal here. Tuesday still very windy. We're getting finally into Tuesday night. We start to slack off late at night here. After midnight, we think Tuesday night it starts to slack off. And winds are going to shift to the southwest briefly. That's going to allow Wednesday to warm up a little bit. And we're going to have this system coming in from the west here. This is just a frontal boundary. So you get a little bit of a southwesterly wind out ahead. It's going to get temperatures back to near normal for this time of year. Near normal for this time of year. So it will be warmer than both Monday and Tuesday. But this looks like a lot worse than it is. We'll have to keep an eye on this, though, because the models are starting to suggest that this will hold to at least snow showers over across our region here on Wednesday night. So we did include that in some of our forecasts for the opportunity for a few snow showers here. And we'll keep an eye on it. I don't want to let our guard down here and look beyond the system to the next one, because it doesn't cause much to cause problems. It doesn't take much to cause problems. And of course, it's following at night where most people are sleeping, wake up the next morning, your cars are covered. It generally right now looking like a coating to an inch type thing, but again, if it winds up being a little bit more robust or it trends more robust in the short range, we will update this as well. But right now it looks like no big deal. Just a few snow showers Wednesday night, and that's gone then by Thursday morning. Thursday, we have a brief, partly cloudy day ahead of our next system. Now, this is the one that has really been gaining attention this weekend, and this has a potential to be a major snowstorm, if not significant or major, depending on where you live. And track is still uncertain. It's going to be very difficult to latch on to something right now, because there's a couple different solutions here. But the best one at handling the system is the European model, hands down. Just better physics is integrated in the model itself. As a 4D VAR system that goes in, that's integrated into the European model and the UK Met, that allow these to perform a little better with East Coast storms. So when you're dealing with certain types of systems, in meteorology, it's all about using the correct model. Not saying the GFS is wrong. The GFS still has a lot of snow across the area here, but it's doing something a little different with the northern stream and how it's handling the northern stream energy. It closes the energy off of over Kentucky instead of further south like the European model has it, and then it takes it out here like this. So does the GFS, but it does something with the northern stream a little bit differently, and then that difference in handling the northern stream results in different amounts. So again, this has the potential to dump a significant amount of snowfall, but trying to figure out where that is exactly and who gets what is still a couple days away. We're talking about a system that's 4 days away, but at the same time, we wouldn't be issuing a first call on this probably till about Wednesday, with the official totals or our first shot at that. So again, the European model has the best handle on this, we think, and these are the kind of storms we lean upon the European model for. Again, it's going to be all the upper air dynamics and how this all plays out. And right now, you have a closed low here sitting across eastern Tennessee versus Kentucky. That little bit of a shift makes a big difference, and how the northern stream interact also makes a big difference in how this works out. And whether it comes out here, which would be golden, and if you wanted snow, this would be a huge snowstorm, potential for 1 to 2 feet of snow if that happened. This would be a slow crawl because this is running into a block up to the north here with high pressure in place, so this really can't go too fast, and that's when you get some big East Coast storms here out of this kind of setup. However, there is the potential, if this energy digs a little bit too far south and comes out here like this over North Carolina, you're not talking about a significant snow in our area. Maybe the southern parts here, okay? But northern parts might just be getting something light here. So there's a lot of potential with this, but there's a lot of potential for shifting. We're still, again, we're like 4 days away from the start of this here. So there could be a lot of shifting up and down. And if it does start heading down here, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to do that. Sometimes they have last-minute shifts to the northwest. But one thing I don't think is going to happen is it comes too far northwest where you're dealing with rain. Looks like it's going to be another one of those. It's either going to be a major snowfall or out to sea. But we're leaning against the out to sea pretty. They'll probably give you about 20, 30, maybe about 30% right now of an out to sea track, because there's still a lot of ensemble members here in the European model that was showing the out to sea track. So we're just going to wait and see what happens. But right now, potential for significant snowfall exists across our coverage area at different points. We'll just wait and see how that evolves for the next couple days, and we'll of course inform you once we have an update either on the Facebook page and here on the website. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for January 18th, 2016. Have a great Monday.